Okay, so let's take a look at some general information for IELTS Writing Task 1 and Task 2. This is just going to give us a general basic overview of what they're asking you to do, and then you're going to see there's several lectures, about 20 lectures on writing Task 1 and writing Task number 2, where we're going to teach you we're going to teach you how to write for these, how to write each task, giving you examples, taking you through it step by step, so that you completely understand what to do. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the basic information. All right, you have to do 2 essays. All right, you have to do 2. All right, and you're given 60 minutes to do both essays. Generally, you should take about 40 minutes for Task 2, 20 minutes for Task number 1. So one of the things you have to be aware of when it comes to writing is you have to manage your time very well. If you don't manage your time very well, you're going to be in trouble. Because if you're doing task number 1 and you take 30 minutes to do task number 1, that means you're only going to have 30 minutes to do task number 2. And task number 2 is longer and in general is more difficult because you have to come up with the information yourself. All right, so but we're going to teach you how to do each essay properly. And when you finish our course, the writing part of the course, you're going to feel very confident and very good about doing our IELTS course and being successful on the real exam. All right, so with task number 1, you have to write a report on a diagram, a graph, or a process. You only have 20 minutes to do it. Now, a lot of times students say, wow, it's only 20 minutes. How am I going to finish in 20 minutes? All of my students finish in 20 minutes because I teach them how to make it easy. I teach them how to make the writing easy. I give them a standard method to write for a diagram, process, or a chart, or it doesn't matter, okay, or a graph. You use one process that works for everything, and I teach you how to do that. Task number 1 is factual in nature. There's no opinion. We should never see the word I. Okay, you don't have an opinion. There's no background information that's required. Basically what you're doing is you're looking at a pie chart or a line graph and you're describing what you see. You're describing what you see. And there's a method. There's something you're supposed to do for an introduction. Then you have to be able to give a general overview. Then you have to be able to compare and describe the numbers. Okay? Or the steps in the process. Okay, so a little bit more about task number 1. You have to write 4 short paragraphs. It's more important that you have great quality over quantity. You only need to do 150 words. Quality over quantity. Demonstrate a command of the language. It's an English test, everybody. Okay, it's not just answering the question. It's how well do you answer the question. But I'm confident that after you watch our lectures and you learn how to do IELTS writing task number 1, you're going to be able to go into your exam and feel great about being able to get that high score that you want. Now with task number 2, this is a standard essay that you must complete in 40 minutes. You should do 4 to 5 paragraphs. Most of the time you just need 4 paragraphs, minimum of 250 words. Directly answer the question. So many students don't know how to do that. Directly answer the question. Okay? And it's about the quality of your writing. It's about your sentence variety, your synonym language and academic vocabulary, your coherence and cohesion. And when you take our course for learning how to do writing for task number 2, we teach you about how do you use the right vocabulary? How do you use synonym language? How do you write the different types of sentences that get you a high score? By taking our writing course, we're going to teach you what is necessary to get a high score. That's what you want to know. How do I do it? Okay, you know what to do. You have to do 2 essays. Now take the course so we can teach you how to do it. Okay? So thank you very much, and I look forward to being your IELTS writing teacher.